it the battle of the brands. The 2026 U.S. Senate election in North Carolina is still more than a year away.
Yeah, but both parties already trying to define the other side's likely candidate. WRO Capitol Bureau Chief Laura Leslie looks at how the soon-to-be very expensive campaign is taking shape.
Holding a large mock check, state Democratic Party Chairwoman Anderson Clayton accused Republican U.S. Senate hopeful Michael Whatley of being a D.C. insider who supported tax cuts for billionaires in the recent GOP-backed federal spending bill.
Whatley is on the side of billionaires and special interests, and he's here to make us pay the price. He wants to take money from our pocketbooks and give it to the wealthiest Americans. That's why Washington Republicans handpicked him for this seat.
Meantime, Republicans are trying to brand Democratic frontrunner Roy Cooper as a radical D.C. liberal, accusing him of opposing immigration enforcement and supporting transgender rights, a message that worked well for the GOP in the 2024 elections. Whatley's campaign declined our interview request. Matt Mercer is spokesman for the state GOP.
You have a candidate in radical Roy Cooper who is on record with vetoes and statements opposing all of these things that the American people broadly support. So I really think what you're going to see is a big contrast between the record of Roy Cooper and the record of Republicans.
Mercer says the GOP spending bill is focused on the middle class.
The income sector that's going to benefit the most, according to the Congressional Budget Office, is the folks in the top 10%. How do you respond to that?
I think it's a simple case of where you're looking at the math. If you're paying a lot more in taxes and you make a lot more, then that number, of course, is going to be bigger.
Catawba College political scientist Michael Bitzer says this fall is each side's best opportunity to try to define the opponent before campaigns become more active.
That's always the danger for a candidate, to allow the opposition to frame his campaign in a negative light that they then have to turn around and try and refute.
Laura Leslie, WRAL News, Raleigh.
You'll find much more coverage of the 2026 U.S. Senate race on WRAL.com. Just click NC Capitol.